happened.
Rita.
All righty, I think we're live. A few minutes early.
She's putting the binding on her Carrie Nation quilt.
I'm putting the binding on this quilt that I took off the quilt machine. So
okay.
I just saw yawn.
I just came in from outside. It's cold out there.
Darlene just yawned.
I'm glad I didn't see her because I'd have yawned right back at her.
It's snowing where you're at, Darlene? Right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Where you have to tell me again where you're at.
Michigan.
Michigan. Okay. Yeah. I can't keep all y'all straight. You're every place. You just scattered all over.
Yep. I'm in Scarborough, Ontario.
Yeah.
I think we got about 4 inches right now.
Hmm.
And Carrie's getting snow too in Canada.
Hello, Charlotte. Diane. Got my first red, white, and blue block today from Linda Denton.
Oh, wow.
Look, I missed. I was going to do Darlene. Diane. Hi, Diane.
Well, first time I went to play Labrador, we went in the club, and one of the guys asked the bartender, where's all the women at? She said, behind all the trees.
You ever tell me how her back was?
One time, Carrie, when John went to Goose Bay, Labrador,
he hadn't seen Candy for a few days.
Him and a friend went in a bar, and they asked the man in the bar where all the women were at. They said they're hiding behind all the trees, and you don't have no trees.
Okay.
I don't know who just asked me that. Candy, I live near Battle Creek.
And RV Quilt Crest, they told me the other day they're in Arkansas where I'm at.
Oh. Francis, did you ever tell me how your back was?
Well, I go back to the doctor Monday, to the spine doctor, because now it's like the pain is shooting down my leg from my hip.
I put them in there already.
So.
Yeah, and I got you some water.
I just have to deal with it till then.
I put them in there and I got you some water.
And I see Kim. Hello, Kim.
Hello, Kim.
Hey, Kim. Awkward Quilter. That's Lisa, right?
Lisa.
Yeah. Hey, Lisa. Hey, June.
I can't ever see the chat.
Oh, put it. If you're on Streamline, go over to comments on Streamline.
Mona did what?
Hey, Mona.
Comments. Oh, that's the camera.
She won't never tell you what she did.
No.
You know good and well, Monica, she's making one. She's already made 4 or 5 blocks. So you know she's going to make one.
I think I'm going to make 2 or 3 more blocks and maybe just sew them together.
That's all I can see.
Or something, so. And I think there is a mistake in that pattern. Let me find that.
You probably did.
Have y'all made it?
And which one?
Yeah.
The card trick? No, I hadn't made it yet.
No, don't go by this diagram right here because it's not right. But if you'll use some of the on the other pages, they're right, but not that one on the first page. That'll mess you up.
Okay.
Just so you guys is sewing it, you might because look at that. That's not right. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm. The yellow's not right.
Not right, huh?
Or the blue.
I saw that right away.
The blue one's not right either.
I didn't
even notice it the first time I made it. I guess I wasn't looking at that diagram and just experimenting myself, but it's not right.
Oh, now you're making a whole quilt of them?
No.
You got it already.
She says she's not, Darlene, but she'll end up making a whole quilt.
Yeah, no, it's not. It was kind of fun putting together, but it's not one of my favorites. And I've got that flower. What's that flower one called? I want to do that one. And I've got all these chickens started. I want to do that cross with the heart. So
I know what the heck.
So I'm not gonna make a quilt out of that one.
She's gonna keep messing around with them chickens. She's gonna have 10 times more what she thought she had.
What?
John said she's gonna keep messing around with them chickens, and she's gonna have 10 or 12 more than she thought she had.
And them chickens got set back.
Hi, Kathy.
Hey, Kathy.
Hey, hey,
Okay.
hey, Kathy.
Hey, let me get YouTube off.
Hello, Maureen. Hey, there's Mimi. Hello, Mimi.
Hello, hello.
I thought at first that said crazy, and then it said cozy. So had to read that twice to see cozy instead of crazy. So, when I saw moon boots. Well, I was going to put some more comments up there, but they went away too quick.
Darlene, is that your foot I see?
No, it's my hand.
Oh, okay.
I can't get my foot all the way up there.
Get my fall off the couch.
I knew if you could get your foot that far up, something wrong with me, because I sure couldn't get mine up that far.
Yeah, I have. I was hanging on to the side of my iPad, and it's my thumb. See it?
Uh-huh.
It looked like a toe.
Yeah.
Kathy, what block you making next for the sampler so long?
Whatever one we draw. I made the card trick.
You made the card trick. Okay. You might have already told me that, but I forget what everybody tells me.
No, I didn't tell you. I had to have my husband to help me.
Thank you, Susan.
To lay out the pieces, it's like working a puzzle. It really is, more so than any block I've ever done.
I am not good with puzzles. And so he is, so I called him in there.
Look at that dumb stuff
and he
on
sat
TV.
down at my sewing desk and put it together. And then I just sewed it each row.
Yeah, don't move them pieces. When you pick them up, you better make sure you hold them just right and sew them and lay them right back down.
I don't
Put them
know.
right back.
Oh, for the baby when you're changing the baby's diaper.
Well, I'm not going to ask my husband for help.
Well, he's not allowed to go in the sewing room unless I call him. Or I ask him to get something, because he went in there one time when I wasn't home.
And got your good scissors.
No, he was sewing on my sewing machine.
Oh.
And he broke the needle.
Now, don't he know that's a no-no?
He does now. He does now. He was sewing his leather phone case.
It was a phone case. I bet you he's afraid of you now. So
he knows not to touch my machines. He knows better. He'll come in there. I'm not touching nothing. Holy. Are you through with your game?
Hey, Charlotte.
No, I wanted
Hi,
you to go and
Charlotte.
get my block.
There's Donna Armstrong. Hello, Donna.
Hello, Donna.
Tell your husband to pray for all of us women up here tonight. We all need prayer.
He heard you. You heard her? He's got his hearing aids on, so he can hear you. He said he heard you.
Well, pray for me, please, because I tell you what, I hurt bad. Especially right here in my neck. My neck and my shoulders right here. Huh?
Is that where you fell?
Yeah. My head, my neck, and my hip.
When are you going to the doctor?
I go to see the spine doctor Monday.
Okay.
Hopefully they'll do something.
I had back surgery 2 years ago.
Did you?
And,
I'm scared to have back surgery. If they was to tell me I had to have back surgery, a good friend of mine had back surgery, and she ended up in the rest home and her legs, she can't use her legs, and her hands are all like this.
Oh my goodness. Well, he was a good surgeon. I went to the best,
Yeah.
and but it's hurting again real bad. I was in there sewing today most of the day, and working on my son's cushions for his seats on each side of his fireplace, covering them up, and pulling and tugging on those things.
Yeah.
Got my back to really hurting. So right now I'm on the heating pad.
Yeah.
Me and the heating pad are real good friends.
Mona, I'm putting the binding on my Carrie Nation quilt. Got it all right here.
She's just a fasty. That's all. She's so
went
fast.
Up to her house
I know.
and got it so I can work on it.
Showing us all up, I tell
Didn't
you.
you already have some other
It
ones
took
to
me
put the
all
back
day to make that card trick block.
And here she goes and
did
makes
it in a
3 or
few
4 blocks.
Yes.
She makes a whole quilt.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
No.
She says she's not
And
gonna
just
make
does
a
it
quilt.
like it's nothing.
She's not gonna quilt with those magic.
I think she sews in her sleep or something.
Evidently.
Yeah.
I went for a lot of years. You know, this has been a hobby for a long time, but I quit for a while. So now I'm having to sew a whole lot to catch up.
Well, are you at home or are you in the she shed?
She's at home.
Okay.
For a little, it was so hard to sew and do things.
I don't like her being in that she shed after dark and then having
No.
to come home.
She says she don't like
Yeah.
going up there after dark.
No,
Uh-uh.
I don't.
Now, when I get there, you can go up there after dark because you'll have me to protect you.
Well, Frances, she lives way out in the country too. That
Yeah, I
makes a
know.
big
She
difference.
does. Yeah.
So she don't
But
have
you know,
anybody right
I'm
around
knock
her.
on wood. Our neighborhood, we've been here 26 years, John. We've never had any problems in our neighborhood.
Well, that's
Yeah,
good.
you better knock on
My
wood.
neighborhood's not bad. It's there's nothing wrong with it. I just don't like to be out after dark by myself. I'm scared of the
No,
dark.
I don't either.
In the dark.
Oh, dead end road, all
I don't
the
like
way.
Yeah,
being out
there's
after
ours
dark
is a
either.
dead end road, and there's only one way in and one way out. And if we see a
Ours
car
is
that
a-
it's suspicious looking, and we know it don't live down in here, and it's late at night or something, John will go check it out.
Yeah, Larry does that too. Ours is a dead end street, but we've been here. We built this house in 86,
Mhm.
and it was woods across the street from us. It's not anymore. It's
I
I know
condos and
everything just
houses.
grows up so fast.
30 minutes
I
to
know,
make
and
the dog.
they cut all our trees down and everything.
To make
Yeah.
what block?
I have to watch out for Bigfoot.
Is that Miss Wilma Kiefer?
Where at? Where'd I miss it?
It's down. It's isn't that her name though? Wilma Kiefer.
Yeah, did I miss
Yeah.
it?
Hey, Miss Wilma. She's
I
the one
didn't
that got
see
the
it.
blanket.
I don't see it yet.
Oh, she's gone up now. So. Oh,
And
where
Rita,
you're
I
at
know
is on
you.
down from where you're at. It's on
Oh,
down from where
yeah.
you're at.
I know you have to watch out for Bigfoots out there where you're at since your son's seen one.
Yeah, it's underneath Candy's name.
You see her?
Yeah.
She's under Candy's
there you-
above her,
Yes, there's
and Linda Denton's below her.
moved again. Here, there she is. Hello, Miss Wilma. How you doing?
Yeah. We all love you. Listen, John, it's pouring down rain.
Rita, what block was Lisa talking about? It takes 30 minutes.
I think she's talking about this one.
Yeah, the card trick
Oh.
block.
It
I
took
think it
me
took
all
me-
day.
30 minutes.
Took
It
me
took me
all
a
day, and
First
Don't
one.
laugh very loud, take you
It-
too.
It might.
it
Come
was
faster
it was
now, but-
hard too.
John told me not to laugh at you because it probably take me 2 days to make it.
Is he good at doing puzzles? Maybe he can help you.
I think I'm gonna make another one because I cut out enough fabric for 2 blocks, and I'm gonna put it row by row together. The top
Yeah.
part, and then the second, and then the third.
Are you
Yeah.
going to do the
That'll be
crazy?
easier.
Are you going to do the crazy house?
There in the middle
I'm
of it.
looking at it. I'm thinking I might.
Yeah, that crazy house looks like a nice pattern.
I don't think that was that
Now,
hard.
now that one's pretty, Rita. I like those colors together.
Yeah.
It's all just scrappy, but
But it's pretty.
Yeah, I'll show you mine in a minute when my husband gets up and goes and gets it for me. I'm on the heating pad, so I ain't getting up.
Oh, me.
He's playing Monopoly on the computer.
Is he?
Oh,
I wonder where Sheila's at tonight. Sandra? Where's Sandra at?
I don't know.
They all playing hooky.
Well, I seen Sandra say something earlier. I think it was on Rita's other live that it was snowing there.
yeah. And Sheila was going to go.
She didn't come
Everybody gets snow but me. Darlene's got snow.
Me too. We don't get
I
it.
tell you.
I got
And I want some.
And Carrie's got snow, and I want snow, and can't get none.
I do too.
If I could
want
send it to
snow.
you, I'd go out there and shovel it up into a bucket.
it's coming down.
I would love to have it. Since I don't
Hey,
work
Texas
anymore.
Angel.
I don't know where Sheila
Texas
is. She was
Angel.
here earlier. Said she had to go get gas in her car.
Oh yeah,
So,
she
yeah,
had baby showers, didn't she? She had baby. Sandra had the baby showers to go to.
Yeah, I thought it was tomorrow.
Well, I don't know. I've heard her talk about them, but the date didn't stick in my head.
I just was thinking it was Saturday, but I don't know for sure.
I don't know.
One was tonight and one's tomorrow.
Oh,
Francis, that back doctor probably send you to get a MRI.
I'm thinking so too.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
have when I get an MRI, I have to
Hi,
pay
January.
$225 copay for that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I probably would be too because me and you basically have, I think, about the same plan. From what
I
you
got
talk.
mine is Aetna.
Okay, I'm not Aetna, I'm United Healthcare.
Uh-huh.
I basically get the same benefits as you. I get the extra help, and then I get
Yeah.
the over-the-counter stuff.
Yeah. And then I
Mhm.
get the grocery allowance, but it's not like that when they talk about $700-800 like that. Mine,
No.
well, it was $120 last year, and it went up to $180 this year every quarter.
Well, you're lucky. They just took some of mine away because my Social Security went up too much.
Really?
Yes.
How much
Well,
is your over the counter?
Right now it's 71.
Mine's 105. Mine, John's, and Beverly's. I have to order all
Okay.
3 of them.
Well, can't you go to Walmart and buy stuff?
You can go to CVS. I don't know about Walmart because Walmart's not on our medicine list. CVS is.
Okay. Because here we can go to Walmart, we can go to Kroger, CVS, Walgreens, all of that.
Kroger.
Yeah.
I used mine at Dollar General a few times, but
I never used mine there.
it seemed like when I try to use it, they'll only let me use like $5 or something.
They're going to send
Oh, my
me a
goodness.
list of, because it's different this year, they're going to send me a list of what I can do with that $180.
Mm-hmm.
See, I got the 180 for me, 180 for John, and 180 for Beverly
Wow.
that I
Wow.
have to spend every quarter.
You don't have to buy too much groceries then, do you?
No,
Mm-hmm.
some of the stuff it won't pay for, but then some of the stuff it will. So I told her just to send me a list of what it went to this year
Yeah, I
because
think it's too
it's a lot more.
if you
Well,
don't know.
ours won't cover, it doesn't cover like fresh fruits and vegetables and all that. You have to buy what's on that list that they
Hmm.
give you, which is canned meats, like
Canned meat.
canned chicken,
Oh,
canned beef,
Well, John gets
canned
one for the
pork.
VA, but this is his last month of getting it, and his was $80. And about the only thing we could get on that was fresh vegetables and fruit, or either canned fruit and vegetables. I got so much fruit in my pantry, it's not funny.
Yeah. Well, you can donate it.
Yeah.
Give it to the shelters. We got a bunch of canned green beans and all. We thought about donating
Uh
because I
huh.
put up so much last summer out of the garden.
Yeah.
And we just have a little small raised bed garden. But it
Yeah.
put out like crazy last year.
Texas Angel, I don't know if you did or not, but I know, we all try to say hello to everybody. So,
Yep.
But it's hard.
Hello.
There's over 50 people in here, so it's hard.
oh, really? There's that many already?
Well, it's 50 now. It was 53 a minute ago.
Wow. Yeah, I hated that they took some of my money away, but I got too much of a raise because I have a retirement
Mm-hmm.
and my Social Security,
Yeah.
and which it don't add up to be very much anyway, but still I was a little bit over.
Yeah. Um, I I get the special help from my medicine, so I pay zero for prescriptions.
Yeah, me too. I get that.
And I don't have a copay at all with my regular doctor, but anybody that is a specialist is $20. That's not bad.
Mine's
no.
10. Mine's 10
Not bad
specialist.
at all.
Now I went to the a little clinic down here close to me because my arm was hurting for about 3 weeks. I didn't know
Mhm.
what it was, and from my wrist, from here all the way down, didn't know
Mhm.
what it was.
Oh,
And
she
I
has
went
that
down there,
color.
and she said it's carpal tunnel,
Yep.
and they're supposed to be sending me to some specialist. And she said, "Well, you'll hear from them in a few days." And I still hadn't heard from them, and it's been over a week since I've been there.
I've had both of mine done whenever I used to do a lot of work with my hands at work,
Good night, Kim.
and
Mm-hmm.
bothered me.
Yeah.
But because I've worked in cosmetics just about all my life, and it's just a lot of handwork, moving and moving and moving.
Well, see, I do a lot of crochet, so that's probably what's done it over the
Yeah.
years. And then when I worked at school, I made the rolls, so I
So did
had a lot
I.
of rolling.
Hmm. I made them too.
So
The first time I
did
ever
you?
made them, that big old Hobart machine you make them in.
Yes.
First time I ever made them. We come back in the next morning and they were all over the floor. I had put
Oh
the
my
good
goodness.
yeast.
Now
I
we
had a
weren't allowed to
mess.
do that. We had to make them that morning and roll them out, let them rise in the proofer,
Hmm.
and then bake them. We couldn't fix them the night before. Now we could mix our dry ingredients and cover it
Yeah.
up and be ready for the next morning.
Yeah. Well, I loved working in the cafeteria though. The only
Mhm.
reason that I did is because my aunt was over it.
I
And I
remember.
knew when I graduated, I wasn't going to go to school because John and I were getting married. And so she let me come and work. And that way I got to stay with all my friends from school.
All right. Yeah, I did it so that we could get our daughter, our youngest daughter, the other two had already graduated, so we could get her out of the school system where I live because it
Hmm.
was not good at all.
Yeah.
He'd really gone downhill since our 2 older kids had graduated.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went to work, what was it, a county over from us. Their schools were a lot better schools. So I put in for a job over there, and at the time I was working for Chick-fil-A at their corporate office
Uh-huh.
in their kitchen, and took a big giant pay cut. I
Oh,
only
yeah.
brought home $500 a month at school
Yeah.
after they took my insurance and all out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't make nothing there. But I
What you
had
got,
good
Carrie?
insurance.
What you got? Oh, you got
Oh
2 more
boy.
sections, so didn't you?
This
There
is the
it
big
is.
blocks. These are the big blocks for down the bottom.
She's gonna have that blanket
I
before
like
you know it,
those.
and then she's gonna be able to get warm. She's gonna snuggle up to that blanket and get warm.
That little the blanket's Lil's. Gonna be Lil's.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna be the doggies, and
Yep,
she'll be able to snuggle up to that quilt and get warm.
yep. And right now she's got
Joanne, and
she's
Joanna said I had to have my left non-dominant hand done, which is rare. However, with the new technique, I was able to drive the next day. I had to take my
That's
sister to
good.
an appointment.
okay. Here's my
Well,
baby.
this is in my left hand. I'm right-handed. Strange.
Yeah, that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you don't realize it, but you're using that hand too. You know,
That's true.
like when you're
Yeah,
crocheting, your hands are constantly.
yeah. They're both constantly moving. And it don't help none that the arthritis is in there too. So,
Yeah.
'cause I'm like you, I got knots.
I tell you.
People that don't have it don't realize how bad it
No, they
hurts
don't.
and
And
how lucky they are.
fibromyalgia is
Hmm.
awful.
I've never had that. I don't have that.
You ache all
Don't
over.
want it.
No, you
Mm.
don't.
My dad had it because he was a postman. He got it.
I osteoporosis. They give me a shot once every 6 months of Prolia, and that's supposed to help
Mhm.
with brittle bone,
Mm-hmm.
the osteoporosis. You name my arthritis, and honey, it's somewhere attached to my body.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree
I
with
hate
that
it.
one. Mine is too. I tell
My
you, I have
husband's
that.
got rheumatoid arthritis.
I have a osteo and inflammatory arthritis
Hmm.
Oh.
is what he calls it.
You like sewing, Carrie? Get thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up, Texas Angel.
I think got her hooked.
I'm mad right now because my dog curled herself up underneath my teddy bear blanket. So she won't be happy tonight. Because she doesn't want to. After the live is over, I have to take her up for a quick pee. I open the balcony door up, see if she
She
was
probably backs up.
packed up. She then goes, "Nope, I'm not going up there." Because right now you can't even see it. We got it for, and then they said between 10 or 11 o'clock we're going to have rain. Then beginning more snow and rain on Saturday. So I'm not leaving my apartment.
Mm.
Well, you better take the dog out potty.
Yeah. I will take
All
her
we've got today is rain. That's all.
because most of the time, if we in the winter time when my other dog didn't want to go out, he used the balcony and I clean it up.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
at least
like
he
whenever
didn't go in
Petey,
the house.
we'd have to take Petey out, but he got to where he was so bad that he got to where he wouldn't even try to go down the steps.
Yeah.
And so we just cleaned up where he peed or whatever on the porch because, he couldn't help it.
My other dog, Francis, after I had him for 12 years, I didn't know he had Caesar and his back legs were giving out.
Oh, well, Petey was really bad. He had cancer, but he lived to be 13 though, so he did good.
Yeah. Dollar lived for 12 years. He was about 13, 14 years old.
Yeah. Because I know right at the end when we knew that we had to have him put down, it was like we did everything for him because he couldn't do nothing.
I had her before he passed. He took both of them around the block. Say my other friend had 2 dogs too.
Uh-huh.
He had 2 dogs. I had 2 dogs. I couldn't carry the dollar. I was dragging him home
Yeah.
on the grass because I couldn't even pick him up to carry him. His legs were giving out. And then when I saw that, I carry him home and I called my cousin and go, we better go to the vets now.
Yeah, we made an appointment and she wanted us there early in the morning before anybody else came. And we had to have him put down because he was just too, we weren't going to let him suffer.
Yeah, I didn't want to see him suffer. And when I came home, she knew I brought home his collar and his leash.
Yeah.
And after that, she wouldn't even leave my side for that night. And now she's stuck like glued to my hip.
Gosh, Candy, how do you make it with just that? If you hurt like I hurt, well, here lately, since I fell and hurt I try not to take pain pills unless I absolutely have to, but I've had to now take with this hurting like it hurts. I'm supposed to take 4 a day. She told me I could take up to 4 a day, but I don't like to do that. I'll take one when I get up in the mornings because it's hurting really bad then. Then I might take one mid-afternoon, and I just can't. I don't like taking a bunch of medicine.
Knock on wood, because I think I'm pretty healthy.
Yeah, you better knock on wood.
Things I don't know, never heard of, and don't know anything about.
Yeah,
you're very fortunate.
Yeah.
Milks the cow.
John said it's because you stay busy.
Could be. Rita, you don't even take any medication, do you?
I don't take any medicine.
Rita, John said it's because you stay busy helping Terry.
I do stay busy. Y'all saw me stack all that wood the other day.
Yeah.
And
you
before
do. You stay busy.
Help him split it, because all I did was run the handle on the wood splitter, but I was out there doing it.
But that helped,
It helps.
Yeah.
It was a step he didn't have to do.
You're going to have muscles.
How's the little cow doing?
I got all kinds of people in the basement.
Yeah, Sheila's in the basement.
I'm sorry.
Oh, we got people in the basement, Rita.
I'm sorry.
I've been asking where's Sheila at.
Can't hear you.
It's okay, Rita. I've just been waiting and waiting and waiting.
And waiting and waiting.
These other ladies were talking, so I just sewing away.
Oh, no.
Do you have snow there, Rita?
No, but it's still coming. I think is it Sunday? I hear the weather, and then I forget what day they say it's going to do what, but it's still coming.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's going to be cold.
What are you doing, Carrie?
Trying to show us her eyeball.
I was unplugging you.
Oh.
And Laura, what are you working on there behind you? It sure looks pretty.
Thank you. It's a
Can she
pineapple
hear
log
you?
cabin made out of recycled
Oh,
men's
okay.
shirts.
I'm going to make you big just a little bit. Look at that. Look at all those little tiny pieces.
Oh, it is pretty.
Pretty.
It is pretty.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm opening the door.
Well, show us. Make her big.
I got to scroll up. Hang on a second. What are you fixing to show us? The snow?
Snow.
Yep, I'm going outside.
Oh no, you better bundle up. Oh, it's white.
Oh my goodness.
How pretty that tree is with that snow.
Look.
Yeah, that's my house looks worse than that.
Ah,
But I am taking it outside.
Are you going to build a snowman? Are you going to build a snowman?
No,
No.
no,
I don't blame you. I wouldn't either.
I don't
I
like
asked my
being-
husband if he wanted to go out and have a snowball fight.
I've been wanting
I
snow
don't like-
since Christmas, and
He
everybody
said
gets
no.
it but me. But hopefully, I'll get some.
So yeah, I don't want to be out at 11 o'clock tonight. They're calling for rain,
mm.
and that's going to turn into ice.
Hmm.
Well, I missed Mona's live because Rita, I thought you said it come on our time 1 o'clock.
No, our time noon and Mona's 1. Didn't I say noon?
No, I thought you said 1.
Well, then I'm sorry. I said it wrong. And I thought I said,
But
I
I had
thought
to go get gas because with the
usually
weather.
every time she comes on, it's during our lunch hour here. Not that we eat at that time, but we eat close to noon. And usually we're having lunch when she comes on. So
You
Yeah,
done?
so I
that's
thought
why I had to leave you at least go get dressed. I had to go get gas. I wanted my car to have a full tank of gas.
When you get a minute, it's just right
I
inside
kept
the door.
busy this morning. Well, up there, you wasn't even dressed yet. At party this morning.
No, I wasn't. And it was like 11:30. I'm like, I got to get a moving.
but I wanted somebody up there because I was quilting. I wanted to work and let y'all
on
just
that
chill.
bin right inside
Yeah.
the door.
I'm on this quilt now, so
That
that's what
top one.
I'm working on.
On your binding.
Oh yeah, on this Carrie Nation top.
She'll have it finished by in the morning. She'll sit down tonight and,
Yeah.
you know.
There's a night or two that I plan on sleeping in the recliner and putting wood in the stove. Maybe not tonight, but the next few nights because I don't want the fire to go out.
Yeah, I don't
No,
blame you.
Don't want it to go out.
Do you have backup furnace, Rita?
Well, I've got another source, but I'd rather just keep the fire going in the wood stove. You know, what I'd rather.
That's some good heat.
Yes. Miss Pam, craft on and so forth. Went to Handy Quilt dealership today and bought lots of goodies for her long arm. She's fixing to start long arming.
Yeah, I think she said today was her first class.
Oh.
Francis, you got any snow?
No, just rain. It's raining horses and cows here.
Rain.
I mean, it's terrible.
Yeah.
When it started raining, we were
updates?
out on the road, and by the time we got home, it was raining so hard you couldn't even see.
Yeah. Any update on Beverly?
She has gone to the new place. They got her there tonight. We had already got home from taking her clothes and everything over there, but I met her roommate. She's a really nice lady.
Yeah.
And
do you think you like that place better?
oh, it's so much cleaner.
Is it? Well, good.
And nice and room to move around, and
Well,
I just
good.
really like it. But we took some of her clothes. We got to take more.
Yeah.
But we just took enough that she would have 2 or 3 days, you know, or whatever. And we took her blanket. We left them there in her room. And after I get her situated and everything, and I see where I can put stuff, sit around for her, then I'll take her pictures and stuff back.
Yeah.
What?
And Justina, I said hi to Justina. She couldn't. Her doors were frozen shut. I had that happen today while I was just up at the other house.
Rita, here's my block.
Let me. Well, that sure is pretty.
Yeah.
Larry did a good job putting that puzzle together.
I like those colors.
It's
They're
pretty.
pretty.
See, it can be done, even if it takes.
Yes.
Yes, I think you can. But I have to say, it's not my favorite block.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You'd be surprised.
Well, I got everything cut out for the tree of life, and I don't know if I'm gonna finish it or not. I don't know. I may.
Rita, I want that pattern that you printed out today.
Wasn't that cute? That was the cutest thing.
It's
free.
adorable.
It's free.
Where did you get it from?
It's free on Riley Blake. So go look free Riley Blake patterns.
What's the name of the pattern?
Let me look. It's right here.
It's a pretty pattern.
So something.
Heart.
I thought it was adorable. There it is.
Make yourself big.
And I kind of want to just make that sewing machine there in the pattern.
I know, isn't that adorable?
That is so pretty.
Oh, that's pretty.
Heart to sew.
And it's a Riley Blake, and it's free. So y'all go print it out in case you ever decide you have time to make it.
I've got to figure out how to do that. I don't know how to print out those PDFs.
Added to the list.
Well,
when you save it, I saved mine to Adobe.
What's the name of it?
I think it says what it is. And when you have the PDF, then to the right, I just scroll all the way down, and it says print on my phone.
Well, I'll let my
It's
husband do
Acrobat,
that.
the name of it. Adobe Acrobat.
Mm-hmm.
Where I save it to the PDF.
I'll let him print it out. He's the computer whiz in the family. I don't know nothing about him. Him and then my oldest daughter. They're both great on the computer.
Well, when on my Adobe, when I bring it up at the right hand corner, there's these 3 dots. I press on the 3 dots, and you just scroll to the bottom, and it says print, and just click on that.
Did you hear what she said? He heard you.
Okay. 3 dots in the right hand corner. Scroll down.
3 dots in the right hand corner.
Yeah.
I'll have to show it to him.
Yeah. But it's real easy.
Because my computer and my phone doesn't. We don't have it hooked up to print, but his does.
Oh, okay.
I need to. When Trevor's here tomorrow, I'm gonna get him to go on mine and put it where I can print only in black and white, because it's using so much ink, that magenta color.
I changed mine a lot to black and white. I don't print a lot on color.
Yeah, because I mean the magenta, I've had to put it replace it 4 times already.
Goodness.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Mine's a HP inkjet printer, and it has these different cartridges, but they're expensive.
Yes, they are.
And you have to replace them.
Up here too.
What is ours? Okay.
And I've tried these knockoffs on Amazon, and I got ink all over my hand.
Well, next time you print me out a pattern,
And it was just a mess. So I've gone back to just genuine HP ink cartridges.
Well, mine is an Epson Workforce.
Is it?
2930, I think is what it is.
Okay.
But I've had it a long time. But it's a printer, a scanner.
Yeah.
And you can do fax on it, but for fax, you got to have it hooked up to a phone and
to a landline.
And I don't have that no more. I haven't for years.
We don't either. Only people ever called on it was scammers.
Yeah, that's all we had.
Yeah, because
Craft on and so forth.
That's all it'd be every day.
That's I wished I would have gotten an Epson like that that's got the bottles of ink as your as the things, whatever they're called. But I wished I would have gotten that.
You just drop them in.
Yes, bottles, and they last a long time. That's the one that Johnny got her,
Yeah.
and I like that one.
Somebody go hit him or see milk in it.
But yeah, I've got 4 or 5 black ink cartridges, so I'll just get Trevor to set it up for me. I mean, he can do it. He's so smart. He can do it.
Yeah.
My ticket's gonna have to pay for the
You know, my
system.
granddaughter, when I first got a regular phone, rather than the flip phone, she told me, she calls me Meow Mama. She said, Meow Mama, if you need any problems working your phone, just call me.
That's Trevor.
And she
Trevor
was
up and
little.
down.
She
He's
was
9
little.
years
And
old, and he can tear it apart and put it back together.
yeah,
Yeah.
she was 8, I think.
Yeah.
And she has Asperger and
Hmm.
sensory processing disorder. A
He's
lot of people don't
autistic,
know what that is.
but he's on the higher
Asperger,
side of autism.
yeah, Asperger is lower side of autism.
Yeah, my niece, her stepdaughter has that.
Asperger.
Yeah.
Yeah, Donna, the same thing with my printer.
Play with. Play with, because I mean, we had to go.
Rita's already sewing that binding on.
I don't like much being all the way around. I'm trying to sew slow so it won't bother y'all talking. So I'm just
You're not bothering us.
so.
You're not
No.
bothering us.
Who left?
Who left?
Oh, that other lady. I don't
Darlene.
know her name.
Darlene.
Darlene.
Mm-hmm. She probably got knocked off.
Marla was a grocery store busy.
Marla, thank you for those patterns. I believe it was Marla that sent them to me.
It was me.
It was you. Okay.
Yeah.
But
Laura.
thank you for that. I got them.
I
You're
went
welcome.
on the HP website because you can do like a monthly thing, but they said that my printer was too old to be in that program, so that didn't work.
Anyway.
I used to fill my ink cartridges up myself because I got the little kit thing with the syringe and all. But with these, I tried, and you can't use it with that Epson printer I have.
No chicken noodle soup, huh?
Chicken noodle soup.
I can't.
Sounds good to me.
There's not any at Walmart where she
Campbell's chicken noodle soup. It is so watered down. I'm like, ugh.
Well, I cooked a turkey breast yesterday, and I cooked it with chicken juice or whatever, and put a little bit of the chicken baste, that paste stuff in it. And it's good.
You trimmed her own bangs. Carrie, did you get a haircut?
Yeah, I noticed that.
I cut my own bangs myself.
Looks
good to go.
Plenty of milk and bread. That's a good thing. Usually that runs out.
There's a commercial here that is so funny, and it's a car commercial, and this goofy guy runs up to the guy and he says, well, what do you do with milk and bread and eggs? He says, well, you know, when it's going to snow, I got to make French toast.
And Pam wants to know if anybody's going on tomorrow. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a good effort at doing it. I've got the link. I got to do some laundry in the morning though.
Yeah, they were. Oh, Texas Angel said they were out of everything. He said we're replacing everything she ordered.
Yeah.
And the grocery store shelves, I could not believe it. They're starting to get empty again.
Darlene said her power went out.
Today, if you went to Walmart and went down the pasta aisle, those noodles would be gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you talking about this one, Maureen? Isn't that pretty? That's the one you're talking about.
It's a blanket. It's good over. He wanted to come and say hey.
Hello, ladies.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing just fine. Don't believe everything she tells you about me.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Sewing room, you hear?
Yeah, we're working on next month. We will be married 54 years.
Oh, congratulations.
We'll
She's
be
my
married
grocery store
52 in
pickup.
July.
She's my grocery store pickup. I
hear you.
I was working in the dairy section and bagging it all for Winn-Dixie store, and her parents shopped there, and I seen her, and we talked a couple of times, and then some of her older brothers and sisters, one of them come by or something, and told me that every time her mother comes over there and she don't come with her. When she gets home, she asked her mother if she's seen you. And the next thing I knew, we had decided we were going to date each other for a while, and then we got married. And I learned a hard lesson. There's certain things at the grocery store that you can pick up that don't go out of date, and they won't take it back.
Kathy, you ought to reach over and mop it.
Oh my goodness. Well, how's the
But yeah, I
weather in
drove
Georgia?
Yeah, we did.
It's raining.
Yeah, but I
I
drove
mean-
truck about 7 million miles in 48 states and 4 provinces of Canada. And then I retired about 7 years ago. And now I travel across, I guess, I know Kathy's told you, across the country with a cross on a pickup. And it's done been a complete circle around the outside of the country.
Oh my goodness.
You know,
Were
and
you
now it's crisscross.
were you a truck driver like for a company?
All right. So you need
Yeah, at one time, years and years ago, I did have my own little hotshot truck and a tractor. And then when they changed deregulation and all, and then I went to driving other company trucks.
Where's he
And
at?
I drove mostly flatbed and RGNs hauling equipment and all until I got tired of chaining and tarping for nothing. So I went to driving what they
Coming
call
this
a
way.
pneumatic tanker, which you hook up to a silo and just let the pump blow everything into the silo. And
Yeah.
I done that until I turned 65. And then I just retired and started doing other stuff.
My dad
And
was a truck driver. My parents at that time lived in Memphis, Tennessee, and
Yeah.
he drove a truck for Roadway Express.
Oh yeah. Well, I love to drive the flatbeds and the RGNs and all. I didn't want to wait on the dock doors and have to worry about what was going on in the back of the trailer. So I hauled stuff that I could tie down and strap down, and I could look back and see what was happening.
Yeah.
I enjoyed doing.
Yeah, it was an adjustment when he retired, him being home all the time.
Yeah, my mom was really worried about that because she went out on disability a long time before my dad retired. But at the end, he was making 3 trips from Memphis to somewhere in Indiana 3 times a week. So he was only home one night a week.
Well, he was home every other weekend. Was all.
So when he retired, my mom was really worried that he was just going to be underfoot. You know, they had to kind of work out their schedule, especially in the kitchen.
Yes. Well, I
But my
give him
dad
chores
cooked as much as my mom did.
Bye, Laura.
He had chores when he first retired. I give him chores.
Yeah. Night, Mona.
And then when one of his jobs was unloading the dishwasher. And after a little while, I started taking that over because he was putting stuff every which way.
She didn't like where I stacked it in the cabinets.
No, see, he's tall like Terry. And I'm short like and he put stuff his height in the cabinets. So I couldn't reach it or find it.
I did that to my mom.
So I said, no, that didn't work.
You took that job away, didn't you?
I did.
Now, you know he did that on purpose. So he would
Probably.
lose that job.
I wouldn't do that.
Yes, he probably did it on purpose. But now, when I had my back surgery, he really took good care of me.
Good.
He'd put a stool by the bed because my bed's way up off the floor,
Mm-hmm.
and he was even afraid to sleep with me that he would hit my back.
Yeah.
So he'd put the stool where I could get out of the bed easier and go to the bathroom. And then in the morning, he'd come move it so I could get up. And
Yeah.
he vacuumed and cooked, and he didn't have to cook a lot because our kids sent us food.
Yeah. Now,
And
Mona, I mean, not Mona, Marla said her husband retired about a year ago, but he's always underfoot, she said.
well, like today, there wasn't anything he could do outside. So he stayed in here in the living room and watched Westerns and played some on the computer.
Yeah.
And then I was in the other room in my sewing room.
Mm-hmm.
So that works out pretty good. He keeps himself entertained. And
Yeah.
he helps me a lot. He does the laundry pretty much.
My dad always did the laundry.
He does it. And if I have certain things
Like
that I
when
don't
this is when they
dry,
both worked.
yeah. Now, when we both worked, I did everything in the house. But of course, he was out of town a lot.
Yeah.
John does the laundry here for me, and he vacuums.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we both
No,
have bad backs, but mine's worse than his.
Marla
Yeah.
says, my husband watches Westerns and reads the iPad.
Yeah, same
And
with
she
us.
said one day he never takes anything off the iPad because she can always see where he's been, what he's been looking at.
Yeah.
Rita, are you
I
going to
don't
do
know.
a whole bunch of those card tricks?
No, I'm not going to do a whole bunch of them.
Because it
But
looks like I see 3.
yeah, I've done 3, and I may do one more and put them together just for a table topper.
Okay.
Three's not enough to do anything with, I don't think, but one more would make a pretty cute little table topper.
Yeah. I need to make something for like Valentine's Day to put on my front door. I don't have any.
You can go play your
Anything.
games
I'll show a picture of the truck here.
Or,
You probably ought to find some of those hearts and make something with a heart, maybe. For
Yeah.
Valentine's.
Something with
there
hearts
you go.
on it.
In here
Even
better.
some of those spools with the hearts would be cute.
Say it again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing something.
I think I've got something in there. I'll have to dig around.
Doing something here.
Oh,
If y'all ever out and road riding around, if you see this, can I see it?
Raise it up.
Let me
Raise
make
it up.
big.
I can't see it.
Okay. If y'all ever see that, that's what I drive. That's the
Oh,
pickup I
okay.
drive. It's got 3 different messages, and I travel all across the road with that. So
Okay.
if you ever see it,
pretty
it's like
neat.
a pie
Right.
triangle on the messages,
Alrighty.
and that's what I travel with.
he travels with a cross and a verse on the back of his pickup
Oh,
truck.
No, it's a pickup truck it's a pickup
Yeah.
truck that's got a cross and 3 different signs on it.
Mm-hmm.
The last long trip I took, I went from here in Georgia to Seattle, Washington, crossed into Canada, and turned around and come back. That was 11 days, about 6,000 miles.
Yeah.
And Francis, I'm fixing to do a car move. I know your son hauls for race cars. The guy that works on my truck, he does the short tracks, and I've got to take a car from his shop that somebody's going to sponsor him next year and take it to Arizona.
He's
Not
taking some
Arizona.
stuff down in Daytona.
Yeah,
You said Arizona.
yeah, Arizona.
Johnny's
I gotta take it to
got
Arizona
to
for
take
them to
stuff
label
to
it now.
Daytona next week.
Yeah, they got to label this because this guy out there is going to sponsor. The company's going to sponsor his all this year. So I'm pulling his car trailer now, the trailer out there for him, his car and trailer, so they can get it fixed, and then I'll have to go back and get it, bring it back for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny
So
loves that job, though.
Hi, Joanna.
When is the first
Hi.
race?
Hello.
The first race is in February. I don't know if it's the middle or the end of February, but I know it's in February.
They got 3 races.
Okay, because
before
he
Daytona.
loves the racing.
They got 3 races before the Daytona race.
Okay.
So he started his job midway of the season,
Mm-hmm.
He finished out the season, and then they're off until they pay them some, but they're off until the next season starts. But they have to go in starting in January. They have to go every week. They have 2 days they go in to do work and get ready. And next week, I think it is. And he got to go for 4 days, John?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they've got to take stuff here, there, and everywhere. But he loves his
They
job.
got to start picking up his
Now, after he's
toolbox
been
and
there a
stuff.
while, will they pay for his hotels?
Yes. They already.
They do that, except now whenever he's going back and it's just like 2 days, he has to pay for his own room. But
Okay.
now they've issued him another truck, so he'll be able to stay in his truck because it has
That's
all
good.
yeah.
It
And
has a bed and all that.
yeah, he has a hookup for his sleep apnea machine, and he wants to get him a microwave. But it's a nice truck. Ain't it a Peterbilt,
Okay.
John?
Yeah.
Peterbilt.
And
It's
Larry
a
didn't like
sleeper.
Peterbilts because he's tall. They weren't big enough for him.
I loved it. I loved the internationals. They had more room in the sleeper. I know y'all said something about Kathy a while ago about they praying for you. I'm
Hmm.
going to take just a second here. I'm going to touch Kathy's computer, and I want y'all to receive it. I'm going to pray for y'all and your illnesses. Okay?
Thank
Is
you
that
so
okay?
much.
Okay. Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you this evening, Father. You know every ache and pain that we suffer. Father, you know these ladies and the joy they have of meeting and talking and sewing and doing for others and stuff, Father. I ask you right now to let your Holy Spirit of healing and your healing hand of touch of your own love, Father, to touch the aches and pains, Father, and the necessary needs and everything in their life, Father, and let them know that you have touched them, Father. Father, let them know your love. Let it flow in them, Father. Let them feel that you are working inside of them, Father. And for all this, Father, we do give you praise, honor, and glory in the name of your living Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Okay.
Amen.
Thank y'all. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Amen.
Rita,
He
this
put
is
my
the one
blanket
I'm going
back.
to do as a wall hang.
Oh,
See,
pretty.
Yeah.
Make
Make
her
her
big,
big,
Rita.
Yeah, I
Rita.
have a friend that she did that, and it's so nice.
I
oh,
like that.
pretty.
I do too. Where did you get that pattern?
It's called, seriously, I think it needs stitches. It's called Stitch Happens. I think I got
Stitch
it off of
happens.
Amazon.
Stitch happens. Yeah, you can find it
Hmm.
on Etsy.
And how big does that make that? How big is
37 by 40.
Okay.
But I've
See, a
seen,
pretty wall hanging.
yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I got it when it was on sale, and I've had it. But I did download the other one that Rita's doing, but
Yeah,
I really like.
Yeah.
I like that one
I do
too.
I'd
too.
like to do that one and put it in my sewing room.
And you
Yeah,
got it from where?
It was either Etsy or Amazon.
John, help me remember that. Stitch
it
happens.
happens. What does that say at the bottom there?
Seriously,
I'm gonna
I
write
think
it down.
stitches. Kelly Fannin and Quilt Designs.
Stitch happens.
Stitch
It's yeah.
Stitch
happens.
happens.
And then Rita, I thought of you because I found this in the bin today. Look at the turtles.
That's the turtles, yeah.
Oh, I love it.
The turtles and the
And the
dragonflies
dragonflies.
Dragonflies.
and then the flowers. They
Okay.
don't go to get foam.
Oh, I like that.
I
Yeah,
love that.
flowers.
That's pretty.
There's a place that does mostly upholstery fabric, but they have like leather by the pound, leather hides, and they have a quilt section, and they have these bins where the quilt fabric is off the bolt, but it's only $5.59 a yard, and you can find
That's good price.
you can find just about every
And
design.
where is it you got that? Was it online or?
No, it's a place called Mill Outlet, and I know that they have more they have more than one, but the one in my town is run by 4 very nice ladies, and and I pulled this off, and And the one lady said, I just put that out 10 minutes ago, the turtles and the dragonflies.
Francis, all we see is your hair.
But
Oh,
but I pulled this out for Rita because I thought it's on my
Oh,
to-do list.
oh yeah, I love that, and so does most of the girls here. Most of the ladies here like that, and a bunch of them
yeah.
had it already.
I mean, the background's a yard, and all the other colors mostly are a quarter yard, except for the blues, and the backing's 2.5 yards. So it doesn't. You can even use scraps. It doesn't.
Yeah, you could just do it from scratch.
Mhm.
Doesn't take a lot of fabric. But anyway, I saw the turtles, and I thought of you, but I couldn't resist. Now it's a batik, but
that pattern, there's another use for scraps.
Scraps.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I've got
Now I
some.
just looked up Mill Outlet, and there's a lot. There's one in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Yeah, mine's in Wilmington, and it's run by 4 very nice ladies. My sister wanted a custom leather apron to use for woodworking, so I said, if you get the side, I'll do it, and I get to keep the rest. So I got a side of leather from Italy for $80, and that's 10 to 12 square feet. And
Huh.
only used a third of it, so I hoarded the rest.
Yeah.
And I have some cute turtles that I got from Hawaii when I went 5 years ago, and I've never cut into them. I got some
Wow.
other fabric too.
Well, that's easy to do. You find something you like, and you go, well, I gotta find something really special.
Yes, and I got a purple and a red, I think, that's got the plumera, the flower from Hawaii, on
Mhm.
it. And I keep saying I'm gonna cut that up and make a quilt, but I haven't.
Someone wants to know the name of that store again, Joanna.
It's called the Mill Outlet.
The Mill
MILL.
Outlet.
And Yo Patty says hello, hens and chatty chicks.
Yeah.
They do have quilting fabric on the bowl, but they also have bins, and they get. I found Dan Morris. I found Wilmington Prince. The whole. And basically they just get in prints that are like 1 or 2 years old or older and put them in the bins, and it's $5.59 a yard, whether or not it's batiks or cottons. And it's all quilt shop.
Yeah,
And
Mill Outlet.
they're consistently adding.
Good night,
things to the bins.
Candy.
Good night, Candy.
Night Candy.
She said she was hurting, so she was gonna need to move.
So I went for foam because my sister needed some foam, and they have any of the scrap foams is $3 a pound. So like when I have to make a dog bed or something, I get really nice foam, and I pay about $3 for a nice big piece for a dog bed. And of course I had to check out the bins, and they put something new out.
She said that town was Wilmington, but said there also was one in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Yeah, it's Wilmington,
Yeah.
North Carolina. But I think they not only, I think they have them other places than just Raleigh. But
Good night, Justina.
Good night.
I swear by it. What am I doing now? But I dug the pattern out because I wanted to. Yeah, these are too big.
There's quite a few different places that has this stitch happens.
Yeah. It's a fairly.
It says my phone says Walmart has it for $12.26.
Huh.
Yeah.
I think I paid $8 or $9 for it when I got it.
It's got
I think a lot of
Etsy is
places will have
$10.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you want to know a secret? If you put something in your cart on Etsy and you think about it, a lot of times the seller will send you a 10 to 20% coupon to motivate you.
Okay.
And most people don't know that. But if
I didn't know that.
Yeah, if I put things in there for a few hours or overnight, a lot of times under the deal section, there'll be, oh, this seller wants to give you a 5, 10, 15% 20% discount. Do you want to apply it?
Now, Fat Quarter Shop has it for PDF for $10.
Mhm.
Someone's asking, Jay Mary's got something on here about the mill outlet. She'd know if it was like mill outlet
It's
fabric
mill
or
outlet
what.
fabric. It's not a lumber yard. It's fabric. Let me
She
see
said
what
mill outlet fabric.
let me see
I
here.
just put mill outlet and it
About
come
to
up.
burn up.
Mill outlet.
Rita, that stitch happens would be pretty for you to do and put in your quilt house.
I think it was
The
yeah.
the
And her
official
she
name
shed.
Wilmington
That
is
can be
Yeah.
one of your decorations on the wall when you get your store
Yeah.
started.
Mhm.
It
Yep.
would be. Even with her store, it'd be pretty on the wall.
Mhm.
J. Mary, it says Mill Outlet Village Inc. is the official name. But they have them more places than Wilmington. I know that. But
First alert.
this one is run by 4 very, very nice ladies.
Rita, did you meet with that person? You said you were gonna, I think today.
No, it was Brenda. Brenda's selling that stuff she had that made those T-shirts.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
because you got one of the T-shirts, and she was selling me that stuff. But she said David wasn't feeling well today, so we never made. So.
Okay.
There's one in New Bern too.
And now the weather's going to be crappy, so
Mhm.
it'll be a while.
But you know, her husband's not well. He's not, and he wasn't feeling good today. So.
And does her mother live with her?
No, close nearby, but not with
Not with her. Okay. I didn't know if she had like both of them at her home that she had to
No.
take care of.
So I'm going to make those T-shirts like that Rita's Roost and some of them. She was going to give me a crash course on how to use that stuff when I bought it from her. But I haven't done it yet.
Let's see what I get when I put mill outlet up.
Yeah, I
We
saw
have
New
one
Bern
here
and
too.
I
Raleigh.
ain't gonna say that.
We have one in Scarborough.
Do you?
Yep.
But like I said, they do mostly upholstery like they have upholstery thread and that kind of thing, but they do have a nice quilting section. And I picked up one of these at Joann's. It would have been $15 and I got it for $5.50 at the mill outlet at the Dirts. And you can sweep up all your pins with it. But the other day when I was sewing, I threw all my pins on it. It's my favorite magnet because it's got a good heavy head, and you just sweep it over the floor, and all the pins or anything metal.
Huh.
But they have the best prices on zippers in town. Although I don't need any because I got too many. But
Charlotte came back. Y'all say hi to Charlotte.
Hey, Charlotte.
Hi, Charlotte.
Anyway, it's a nice place.
Pieces
to go.
Loving Quilting. I can't remember their first name. Courtney? Is it Courtney? Am I wrong?
Yes, it's Courtney.
Courtney. Okay,
Yes.
there it is. Hi, Courtney.
Hi, Courtney.
What are you doing, child? I got a dog that has a 15-year-old dog that has amnesia, and tonight she's not sure where she's going.
Here's Teresa.
If I go, I have to go up Lawrence and go all the way west to York Mills. It's a long ways.
Then maybe you better not go unless somebody goes with you. Don't you go too far away by yourself.
No, I won't go by myself. Believe me.
Now here's an easy project. These are kitchen scarves. Instead of an apron, you take this and you throw it over your neck, and you have 2 towels. You can grab a hot lid. You can wipe your hands. They're all cotton.
Huh. That's neat.
And it's one, 2, 3, 4, like seven stitches.
Okay.
You sew both hand towels on, and then you sew it wrong side out, and then you top stitch both ends. And I have to top stitch both ends of these.
I was looking at what Mona posted on Facebook, and she put a picture of her card trick block. And she says, "My card trick is done. I won't be making another one."
Hard.
But a lady at church wanted them out of Africa, and these come out of Africa, these fabrics. She wanted 10. So I haven't done except for the top stitching. That's probably tonight's task. But they're nice. You can also use them as dignity scarves.
Do you stay up late and sew, Joanna? Are you a late sewer?
Yeah, I'm an insomniac, so I'll usually stay up.
Teach me, Teresa. What are you wanting to be taught? What did I miss on that one?
She said, "Teach me."
Teach you what?
Is there a tutorial on the card trick block?
There's Awkward Quilter put one out, and Rita put one out.
Okay, you could go look at those.
I'm not sure what she wants to be taught.
If that's what you're talking about.
That was a hard block for me to do. I got turned around in the shoebox and couldn't get it out.
Well, when I put mine like on it was like
the kitchen scarf,
piece of flannel, and
it's
it had
a kitchen scarf
cardboard behind it. And I had to change those things around 3 times before I got them correct.
Give me 2 minutes, Teresa, and I can show you how to do it.
Oh, the kitchen scarf is what she wants.
Yeah. I said sometimes we have to guess until we guess right what you're.
I know if you say teach me, well, we were talking about the card trick also. So.
Yeah. Well,
this is how simple it is.
Yeah, I had no idea that block was going to be that hard.
Teresa,
and that was the one that Lisa picked for the easy ones.
I know.
I get a hand towel. I get these from Walmart. Let me do something. They're nice.
Let me.
Okay, they're very nice. So you get a hand towel. You measure how wide it is, and that's how wide you make your fabric. It's with the fabric as wide as your hand towel. Then you sew your hand towel on both ends, and then you turn your fabric face together and sew all the way down from this spot here. You just sew all the way down wrong side together, right side out. Scooch this to the middle, iron it down, you top stitch. And there's a couple places. The Broken Needle has the easiest tutorial, but that's how simple it is. And these hand towels are 16 and a half inches wide, but they're huge, so I cut them in half, and that means I can use 1 towel per kitchen scarf instead of having to buy 2. Because the first one I made, this thing went down to past my knee, so I cut this in half. And then I take my fabric here. Here's one that's cut. Take my fabric, put it on there like this, put the hand towel on, and then with the hand towel on, I put it together like this, do a 1/4 inch seam, flip it right side out, put that seam in the middle, iron it down, and then top stitch. And that's it. And you can use any fabric. Like this is, a friend of mine likes Hawaiian stuff, so this is a cotton wool fabric for him. But my lady at church, she wants the African fabrics. So this is a whole stack of fabrics that are hand dyed from Ghana, that I picked up. But that's as simple as it is. And like I said, the easiest tutorial I found is from Ghana. And this is just cut 16.5 inches wide. And with the fabric, I took the salvages off the end. And it fits over your neck like that. And the hand towels go down just past your hip. And if you're eating something like ribs or barbecue or something, you can put it on to keep ugly spots off your shirt, and you have something to grab. So you can use it as a dignity scarf and just throw it in the wash machine and wash it.
Huh.
But simple project. I love them because then I don't have to grab an apron and tie it on. I just throw it around my neck, and I can grab a hot lid off, or or a hot jar when I'm canning, but like I said, these there's 11 here, and they took me half a day, except for the top stitch, and I was moving slow.
There you go. You have to avoid directional, or half of it will be upside down.
Well, you know what? I do half of it upside down anyway if I want a directional, because some of the directional is pretty. You could do a mitered seam around your neck if you want. Then to be right side up, but nobody's complained. You know, like with this, nobody will tell me that the whales on one side are going a different direction than the other. They'll just go, oh, pretty. My favorite was migration. Where is she? It's a simple project, and
It took me an hour and a half to do this, and I'm still not done.
this is migration. It makes a really pretty one, but you're gonna, some of your animals on the other side are gonna be, but this is Migration by Lori Turner, and it makes a beautiful kitchen scarf.
That's pretty.
Oh, that's pretty.
It is pretty. That'd be pretty in a quilt.
Yeah, well, that's why I have a thick piece here, because I got it on sale, but it's called Migration by Lorraine Turner, Free Spirit. She does some amazing work in thread art, and as well as design fabric. She gives a portion of it to charity and saving endangered animals.
What are you drinking, Carrie?
Uh-oh.
Coca-Cola?
Does that keep you awake at night with the caffeine in it?
Nope.
No.
Doesn't keep me awake either. I have Diet Coke, but right now I got sweet tea. But Diet Coke doesn't keep me awake at night.
Oh, it sure does me. I can't drink caffeine after 1:30. If I do, I'd never sleep.
Most of the time I'm a night hawk. I watch TV till 3 in the morning one morning.
Well, Kathy,
Yeah,
that way you could get more sewing done.
That's true.
You're very welcome.
I'm a night owl anyway.
Ripping out too, though. So.
I have chronic insomnia. I have since I was 7, so I sleep 2 to 3 hours a night. And I found, instead of fighting it, if I work with it, sleep when my body says sleep, and then I do quiet activities like my sewing or reading or listening to music or watching YouTube, those type of things, then my mind's active and my body rests.
Yeah.
And but if I fight it and I try and force myself to sleep, then I'm more exhausted and then I'm just irritable. So,
Marla and her Pepsi.
So that's just a trick that I've learned that works for me, because
Coke or Pepsi?
Rita, we're gonna get back to our jar quilt
someday. Someday.
Well, before we
got
do
all
that,
of the
we need to
fabrics.
have Francis teach us that
That
thing.
Yeah.
Francis, you still awake? When do you want to teach that thing?
He's on the phone.
Oh,
It's on
okay.
the phone.
Yeah.
Cause y'all say when and I'll set it up. Set up the stream so she can teach it, but I can't do, y'all have to be there.
Yes, Texas Angel, I'm up all the time.
Put that on it.
I was in there
Just a minute, okay?
baby. I still can't. I find about 3 o'clock. That's when I'm tired and I'm ready for bed.
I cat
I
nap.
found that migration fabric online from Amazon. I've never ordered anything from Amazon.
I have.
No fabric from Amazon.
And I haven't done it a lot. But I have occasionally. I know Lorraine Turner has it right now on eBay. She's selling some of her private collection off on eBay. So I bought her horses.
I'm trying to get back to her.
Collection.
Texas Angel says she's out of the loop. What we were talking about, the jar quilt. Texas Angel, we're all the time planning things we want to do, but we don't have enough time to get them all done. Isn't that right?
Yeah, Rita was working on a jar quilt pattern at one time.
You guys, I'd be embarrassed if y'all knew how much stuff I have started. Okay.
I got several myself.
I don't think you're alone. You know, Rita,
I
when
was watching
for the pattern
Stephanie
you had
Stitches
this morning.
the other day, and she said just of her personal quilt tops, she's got about 40 of them waiting to be quilted.
Wow.
And what's the next block? Monday night they'll draw another block. Right now,
Won't know till Monday.
Won't know till Monday what the ones after the card trick and the crazy house is. That's the ones.
You say crazy horse?
Crazy house. You're the only one that says crazy horse.
And then she gets everybody else saying it.
Yeah,
So
she's
where'd
got
Francis
it
go?
wrong. Oh,
Where'd Francis go?
Oh, her phone. She was on the
left for a
phone.
little bit. She was on her phone.
When I was
Okay.
looking, Rita, for that pattern that you did this morning, I saw a pattern by Lori Holt for those canning jars to do a table runner. And somebody on YouTube did a table runner, and then they put an old towel under it, and they used it in the kitchen as a dry mat or to put their canning jars on it. And I thought, wouldn't that be cool?
Wouldn't that be cute?
The jars as like a table runner, and then you just sew an old towel or a new towel underneath of it, and then you can use it as a drying mat for like your canning
Now
jars.
that's a cool idea. I like that one.
Yeah, well, I just kind of melded the ideas when I saw the pattern that showed, and it was a pattern specifically made with the canning jars.
Yeah.
It's at the
Rita, speaking of canning, I have a question for you. Do you ever use your lids over and over, or one time then you throw them away?
I just use them one time. I don't can with them again. I might use them for storage, but not for
that's what I do. But now that Ruth Ann Zimmerman on Homesteading with the Zimmermans, she uses hers over and over and over.
I've never done that. I'd be afraid
to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go to too much trouble to use an old lid. Yeah.
I think it'd be too risky because you have that rubber under the seal that gets heated that sticks to the jar.
Yeah.
So, and it's not that expensive to get a new lid. Reuse the rings so they get too rusted to use. But
she cans about 500 jars a year. You know, she does all that.
No, I wouldn't risk it because I would be afraid of botulism or something getting in there.
Yeah.
Or something ruining my back.
Get yourself sick.
Terry, do you have a kitchen in your apartment?
Yeah.
You do? You have a microwave? Okay. I was wondering about that the other day.
Do you do any cooking or baking?
I'm still learning about I want to try and make cookies, but I'm nervous doing it by myself.
Are you?
Yeah. Because my mom never taught me. My brother was supposed to do all that. But when I went into the group home, he signed off and he doesn't want to see me.
Yeah. Only thing you'd have to need to really watch your cookies when they get done enough, or
Because,
like set a timer.
yeah. But these schools in this building are very, very old. They don't even have glass windows.
Oh,
And I don't like really cooking in the oven too much because I may forget.
yeah. Well, if you set a timer, like say on your phone,
Yeah,
that would remind you
yeah,
if you really want to.
yeah.
Okay, Rita, there's a question for you. Quit sewing.
Have I ever canned water? I think I may have one time, and I stored water in the empty jars before. But I'm not going to waste my time doing that because we have lots of 2-3 wells here on the farm. So if we have to get water, we'll go draw it out of a well.
Now,
So
what I did when I
I'm
lived
worried
in
about
Oklahoma
water.
City in my smaller house, I would run some bath water, some water just in the bathtub, just to have some if I, absolutely had to have some. But
And you can
I
use
don't
it for
hear.
the toities. Because we do
Yeah.
hurricanes here. You can use it if you need to flush your toity.
Yeah.
If you have to.
Yeah,
That's what we do.
I got my mom's microwave.
Do you?
Yeah.
Have you used it any?
Yep. I live on microwave food.
Well, can you go downstairs and eat?
This is a building, and this is all mixed. People work and people on disabilities.
And
We're
there's
all
even,
got
there's
different
even
stuff.
families with children that live in her building. So
Yeah.
it's
Oh, okay.
The group home where I used to live, it was the staff did all the cooking.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta get my plugger in her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just had to
Just
do that.
set
No,
off battery
it's a
savers
plugger
on.
upper. It's a plugger upper, not a.
I always get that mixed up. Gotta get my plugger upper.
But I'm going to take off here. You guys, thank you.
All righty. Bye,
Awesome.
Joanna.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming visiting with us again. We
Oh,
enjoy
you're
having
welcome.
you. So
Thanks for having me.
we'll come
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
back again. So,
Yeah,
Oh,
come
I
back
will.
up.
I'll be watching, but I got some things I got to try and concentrate on. My battery just went to 6%, so I did the plugger upper.
okay.
That means I have to hold it. So
Okay.
Yeah.
good night, y'all.
Good night.
Good night.
See you in chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
One reason I don't pressure can, if I watch my store ads, there's a very good chance I could get beans, corn, and such for 40 cents per can. I can't pressure can for that price. That's right. Sometimes
I've never seen any vegetable cans that price.
not the last few years. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
been a while.
I went when Lil was with the upset stomach. I went to get a big can of mint pumpkin. It was $6 for a large can of pumpkin.
Oh my.
Now I just bought some pumpkin for 50 cents a can. I was at a Walmart like neighborhood market grocery store, and they had them on the end, this end cap. And I guess they were wanting to get rid of them, but I looked on the date and it's good till the end of next year.
Yeah, well up here they charge $6 for a big can.
Oh my gosh.
I told her she better eat rice. but somebody threw out bones on the grass. I didn't see, and she ate it.
We are back 8:37. We've got the one and only Kate.
I'm almost to the end of this.
Are you?
And I hate putting them ends together. I don't like to do that. I have to study and study every time I do it.
Okay, almost
I'll
finished.
get comfortable.
In 2003, I was employed as a special agent with the Minnesota Comprehensive. This is in the early days of cell phone technology and triangulating.
Well, Johnny will be here any minute. I reckon I need to get up from here and go see what I'm gonna do for him to eat, him and Trevor.
Yeah, well, it's almost 10 o'clock at your place, though, ain't it?
Yeah.
Almost.
That's awful late to be eating, like say a big meal.
I know it is.
And you'll have to get out of bed and go fix for them.
No, I'm not. Now in the morning, he's got to be at work at 6 o'clock in the morning. No, I won't get out of bed to go fix him anything.
I believe right now I'd pretend I was asleep. I think I'd turn off the computer and the lights and pretend I was asleep before he got there. So you wouldn't have to get up and make him something to eat tonight.
Fix him a sandwich.
Well, that's what I thought about because I did that turkey breast yesterday, and I could just slice that and make me a sandwich like that. But I'll see when he gets here. I'll have it ready just in case.
Yeah.
Marla's asking about Francis.
Hello, Marla.
Yes, she's in her new living place, Francis said.
Beverly got moved this afternoon. It was right at dark whenever they pulled up with her and was taking her off the stretcher and called us to let us know. We had already went by there though to take her clothes and stuff for a few sets of clothes. We've got to wash some of them and put her name in some of them, and I don't know how long she'll be in this one. I hope forever. But I already let them know. I let them know that with me living in Henderson and that being Lewisburg, it would be at least a week before I would come between each times to see her.
Well, hopefully they will keep better track of her like liquid intake.
Yeah.
So she won't, get
because
dehydrated.
they were going to even see what it was about the they were making her doing pureed foods and
doing what now? I couldn't hear you.
Doing pureed food.
Oh,
You not eat that stuff. It was awful.
I've never heard of A to Z store.
I've heard of it.
I don't think we have that.
In Hawaii, they have an ABC store.
Now
there used to be around there.
There used to be a catalog that somebody had at work they were passing around, and I think it had ABC on it a long time ago.
Yeah, it seemed like when we were there, they had one on every corner just about.
Huh.
Up here, ABC is part of the school.
But no, we don't have A to Z.
Now I gotta find me a needle.
Did you break your needle? Oh, you need a hand needle.
Yeah.
Remember, use your needle mender.
I will this time. I will.
So
Yep.
you won't be searching and searching for it.
I think there's a quilt in there now that's like half hemmed, and I think the needle's in it, but it's laying on a bed nobody ever goes on, so
Yeah.
nobody's jumped in there and jumped on the needle.
Well, I took one of my needle menders and put it on the throat plate farthest away from my needle on my machine, and I stuck my little bitty screwdriver on it. It's a perfect place for it, so I don't lose it. Because I've already lost one of them. I had to go back to the Bernina place. But then I got these little bitty ones that So Yeah had. So now I've got one for each machine that's set up in my sewing room.
I was getting my needle binder, but I found something else too. I'm fixing to eat it in a minute.
Oh, butterscotch. What it looks
Yeah.
like.
And I was looking for this though.
Were you?
So I'll use that in just a little bit. Wonder what else is in there.
They never go home. Do not. She knows where she puts everything in that big bag of hers.
I carry this bag of this chapstick. There's a book. I did have some diapers in here, and I took them out. I did. Oh. Well, you guys about ready to call it a night, or what you want to do?
We want to see you finish that.
Oh, I've got to go find my needle, and I'm going to hem it by hand.
Yeah, she's got to do all the hemming by hand.
But it's all quilted, and the binding. I put a blue binding on. It's red on the back, and a green border, and a blue binding. So.
Now, do you do your hand stitching of it on the front or the back side of the binding?
It'll be on the back.
That's what I do, on the back. Yeah.
And since that's blue, I'll find me some blue thread to sew
I'd
that.
love to see it in hand stitched on the back side of it, like while I'm watching TV. The
next
I feel
few
like
days,
I'm getting something done.
Yeah, it's gonna be so cold the next few days. Just put it in your lap, and it'll keep me warmer too.
Yes, it will.
And you always have Carrie with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, my bag's like Mary Poppins. It is sometimes. Yep.
Yeah, some liquor stores have been called ABC. Yeah. I've seen that before.
But up here, the Chalet and Harvey's, they are now moving them. People are not going to be.
Emily, I think this quilt turned out pretty. I really do.
Yep, it's beautiful.
Pretty.
It is pretty.
Little chickens are just so cute. As you can see them or not.
Yep. I love the chickens.
Yeah.
Little red hens all over the back of it.
Yep. That mean one chased the dog.
They don't look hardly as mean as they did on that piece of paper. At first their little eyes look kind of evil, but it don't look so bad now. They don't look too bad, does it?
Yeah.
Yep. I do too.
Let's see. 9 o'clock is a good time. I'm going to say good night. See you all later. Take care, all, and bye.
Yeah, I think I'm about ready to go.
Yeah, me too. Because he should be here any minute, and I'll go get him something to eat ready.
I gotta take her out before it starts raining.
Terry, you were going to go live. Did I run into your time? I'm sorry.
That's okay. I cancel it.
But we like to have you up here with us.
Yep.
Good night, everybody. I'm leaving.
Good night.
Good night.
Good
Bye.
night.
Night.
No, I canceled my live to see with you, Rita, because I wanted to see if you were gonna finish that carry block.
And it lacks a little bit, but it's slowly but surely it's getting done, getting there.
Yeah.
And Ann got back for time for the end of the stream, and everybody's just saying good night now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. We'll see you later.
Yeah.
Well,
Bye,
I
Carrie.
gotta run her out before it turns icy.
yeah, you be
While I'm
careful
away.
out there.
Yeah. I'm just gonna stand out the back door.
Okay,
Just let her run out for a quick pee and back in.
back in. Okay.
I won't have to go out. Okay, good night, Rita.
Good night. Good night, everybody.
Princess Angel, good night, everyone.
We'll see you when Francis come back. Did you come back?
I was trying to get it where it went off by itself, and I was trying to get it back. But anyway, good night. Talk to
Good
y'all tomorrow.
Yeah, see you
See
tomorrow, Princess.
y'all tomorrow. See all y'all tomorrow.
Love you.
Love you
Love
too.
you. Good night.
Good night. Good night.